Hello and good morning. Welcome to my subscriber lesson. Hi Hash, thanks for the subscription. If you've got time, you can hop on. I've just invited you. Hello Rehan, welcome. Thanks for joining, guys. Once again, it's all about IELTS exam. And also from this class, we discuss other things as well. Hello, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I believe that you're from
Alaikum salam,
Saudi
thank you.
Arabia.
Yeah,
Mhm.
how are you, Mister?
I'm quite good. Thanks for the question. How about you?
Thank you, I'm very well. I'm good.
Which part of which city are you from, Saudi Arabia?
I'm from Mecca.
Oh, I used to live in Jeddah long time ago. Before coming to the UK, I live in the border of Jeddah and Mecca.
Yeah, and how are you? How was Jeddah? It's good.
Yes, it is good. I'm a pharmacist from the Ministry of Health in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I visited Mecca many times, numerous times, and I don't know how many times.
That's good.
Yeah, and I also visited other cities like all the cities of Eastern Province like Dammam, Khobar, Hofub, Jubail,
Yeah.
Katif, Hail, Taif, Riyadh, Medina, obviously our Prophet's birthplace.
All cities in Saudi Arabia you visit.
Most of the
MashaAllah.
cities, yeah.
Yeah.
I like visiting. So welcome, and would you like to tell us a little bit more about you, please?
Yeah. I am Hashim. I am 19 years old. I'm
Mm-hmm,
from Saudi Arabia. I finished the high school 1 year ago.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in UK 3 months ago.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which
in
part?
Bournemouth.
Where did you come? Which city of UK?
You know Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
You know Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you come
I
for
was
it?
there 3 months ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I came there to learn English.
Yeah.
I stayed there maybe 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when I came to Bournemouth, I didn't understand any word in English. But now it's good for me.
That's amazing. Now you can speak well. I can see that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we have got two other speakers. Al Gailia from Oman. Welcome.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. And Nasser, thank you very much for the subscription. You're from Saudi Arabia too, Nasser. Welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan. Nasser, is it okay to talk? Okay, so Al Ghalia meet Hashim from Saudi Arabia, and Hashim meet Al Ghalia from Oman.
Hey, Hashem. Nice to meet you.
Hiya. Nice to meet you.
So I've got another question for you, Hashim. What's the reason for subscribing to my lesson?
Can you repeat that, please?
And why did you subscribe to my lesson? What is the reason?
The first thing I want to practice the English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the second thing I want to take the IELTS exam.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but I have to study hard.
Hashem, did you take it before?
No,
So this is the first time you will take it.
yeah, I also I want to study
I
to
have
the.
experience in that.
Okay, so let me explain something for Hashim and Nasser. You both have subscribed to me on a free trial lessons, which means you'll get two lessons. Today is the first one. The second lesson would be next week, Saturday. And in the meantime, the advantages are when I go for a public live stream, you can always join me freely. So free trial lessons has always, 2 lessons, and after that it's over. But if you think that these classes are helpful, then you have to subscribe to the Hello by your money. And each class has,
No, it's
let me finish it. Hang on a second. Each class has 1 hour duration, and we have got countdown, which means it starts from 59 minutes, 59 seconds, and when it becomes 0, the class shuts down automatically. All of my classes are saved underneath my account on the Hello as well as in the Facebook and YouTube channel. You can watch them anytime by visiting any of these places, so that you know what are the classes. Okay. And
okay.
Algalia took the IELTS exam before, but she needs more score, so you can ask her any question as well. And also, I'm an IELTS coach of this app. I trained many students for last 2 years, and amazingly, most of them got very good scores. And the high score was 8.5, and the lowest was 6 out of 9, as you know, in both academic and general test.
I would like to say something, teacher.
Sure, please.
Hashim and Nasser, my advice to you is to subscribe Rahat Ali, to be honest, because he's great in IELTS, he's great in teaching, I don't know, strategies in speaking and phonetics, and so he's the best, I think. And he's my first choice.
Thank you very much. I don't think that I'm the
No,
best,
honestly,
because
teacher,
but I
honestly, I subscribed some other teachers, right? You are the best one.
so when you compare their teaching style and my
Yeah,
styles, please bear in mind that all teachers are different. They've got
yeah, of
different
course.
way of teaching. So yeah. So thank.
All of them are excellent, but in my opinion, in my perspective, I mean,
Mhm.
you are the best.
I understand that. Because the reason why I always try to make things in a very easy and simplified way, so that everyone can and anyone can understand. Oh, we lost
All the
Nas.
best, teacher.
We lost Nasser. Nasser, are you there? Oh, he's back. So Hashim, I've got another question. So are you working at the moment?
No, I am in my home. At my home.
Okay. So what's your profession? What do you do?
Nothing, I stay.
Okay.
I learned some word
And how do you practice?
because
Uh-huh.
no, never. I can't practice the English because in my family no one speak English.
Okay. Okay. That I understand that. All right. So you don't practice at all speaking, but do you study from, say, online, watching movies, videos, etc.?
Yeah, I
Okay.
watch some films and I learned some word in one day, 5 words, 6 words
Mm-hmm. And can you remember
every
all of
day.
them after 24 hours?
No, I'll lose it.
Yeah, there is a reason behind it. Okay, I'll explain how to
Yeah,
remember it. And if you have got anything to say, Algalia, for them, because Algalia is an amazing speaker, I hope that she's going to
yeah.
get very good score. And what's your target, Algalia, this time?
Maybe 6.5 or
6.5
7.
or 7. Okay. And welcome once again. Let's start. We have got already 12 minutes gone. Okay. So now, Hashem, Algalia has requested that half of this class we should discuss about the phonetics or pronunciation, because I live in England and my focus is to give you the idea how you can develop your correct sound, especially British IPA, and also you can compare the Americans one. Then you can choose whichever is suitable and comfortable for you. Okay. And
Yeah,
from
that's good.
and also, if you have got any question, always please stop me and ask me. Otherwise, I'll not be able to understand the what you have got.
No, some I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah. My friends they told me about the IELTS exam. It's hard.
It
They
is.
am scared of the exam. You know.
Okay, we'll give you a little bit insight about the IELTS exam in a moment. And but my question is, why do you need to take the IELTS exam, Hashim? Do you have any plan to study in the
Yeah,
English-speaking
yeah. When
country?
I take the exam,
Mm-hmm.
when I take the exam, the government they want some degree. If I take the degree exam,
Mm-hmm.
they pay for me in the uni.
Oh, that's great. So you'll be
Yeah,
getting funding from your government for your higher studies.
yeah.
And which country are you planning to start? Is it UK?
I want to UK. Yeah, in UK, but I don't know. I am not sure now.
Okay. And do you have any university on your mind?
No, maybe Oxford, but you know the Oxford it's hard.
It will be
But I hope so with the time.
it will be difficult for you to get admission in Oxford
Yeah,
because they need at least 7.5 in academic, and also they
yeah,
need your results, which should be more than 80% in previous results in your high school or undergraduate or graduate level.
yeah. I know that, but I hope so.
And the tuition fee for the Oxford is every year for undergraduate level. It is 35,000 US dollars for 1 year. Just
Yeah, if I take the exam, the government pay for me. I don't, you know, I
y-
don't care about the money if I take the exam.
okay, I understand. If you get the required score, the government is going to pay all the
Yeah,
money. But
yeah, and they give me the salary for me.
okay, how was your
Maybe.
results in a previous education? Did you get more than
Can
80
you repeat?
in your previous
Who?
exams? You had
Yeah,
what is your last degree?
I never tried the exam, IELTS exam.
No, I'm not talking about IELTS exam. I'm talking about your previous
Which
education.
Maybe high school.
uh, the high school?
Yes. What was your result in high school?
I don't know. I don't remember, but I think it's 98.
What's
I think 98 or
your percentage? Is it 98?
Is it 98% you got in high school, all of the exam?
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wish you best luck about the IELTS exam to get 7.5 in academic. Okay,
Thank you so much.
you're very welcome. Al Galia can give some insights. Al Galia, what are the parts of IELTS exam? Can you please describe him briefly?
Yeah, of course. First, you have four parts: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. First part is listening. You will take maybe for 30 minutes or 40 minutes in listening, and you will listen to it once, and there is 40 questions. After that, you will have reading. There is three passages, and also you will have 40 questions. Then you will have writing. There is two types of writing. Um, Task one, you will explain some graphs, maybe line graphs or bar graph or process, etc. Then you will have task two, that's talking about they will give you some topics and you have to write about that topic for 250 words. And finally, you'll have a speaking part, maybe for 40 minutes or 3 minutes, 13 minutes. And if there is three parts. First part, the examiner will ask you some questions about your town, your city, your home or department or study, or about yourself.
Yeah.
Question and answer. And then you will have maybe for 4 minutes or 3 minutes to talk about a specific topic that examiner will give you, and you have to talk about that maybe for 20 or or 4 minutes as you can. Then you will discuss some relating topics about topic 2, but the examiner will ask you also some questions, and you will have to answer the questions with reasons. With reasons.
Very good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
And I'll suggest you, Hashim, there are many websites on the internet. They offer you free sample tests. Sit for the exam from the online so that you know how the exams are and what kind of questions you see there. And
yeah, I saw a lot, but I don't know what's the great one.
okay, and there is no
I know.
there is no pass or fail. Remember, in IELTS exam, people might think that there's a pass or fail. No, it's just a scoring. Depending on your English language, they will give you a banding. The lowest band is 1 and the highest band is 9. And for
Yeah,
scholarship programs or for studying in Oxford, Cambridge, and the world famous universities, you must have 7.5 in academic, and which is very difficult. It is like 85% marks you have to get out of 9. And on an average, it is found from the IELTS candidates, only 15% students get that kind of marks. Other 85% get like 7, 6.5, 6. So you have to study a lot. Remember that you have to focus on your weak sides first. You need to know which parts of the IELTS exam you need to develop. Is it your reading or writing or maybe speaking or listening? So these are the 4 parts as Algail has explained. And remember that it is a time controlled exam as well. For the listening,
yeah,
if you don't answer after for 30 minutes, teacher will take your exam paper. Okay. Similarly, in reading, after 1 hour, there are 40 questions, teacher will take your exam paper and answer sheet. Likewise, in writing, you have to write. Most of the people say writing is very difficult because sometimes we don't want to write in English.
yeah,
So you have to practice writing every day. That will be my first
yeah.
suggestion.
The writing about me, it's bad. It's my writing, it's bad, so bad.
Okay, so in that case, I'll suggest you, Hashem, start writing from today. Choose a topic and write at least 200 words, 300 words. And also, the challenging part of writing and speaking is that uh, sometimes you don't know whether they are correct or not, whether they are following the IELTS guidelines or not. It is very important to write according to the IELTS guidelines, exam guidelines. And
Yeah,
likewise, it is important for you to speak and follow their rules of speaking. Otherwise, you're not going to get good marks. IELTS exam is not only an exam for learning English, it is the exam to know the rubrics. The word rubrics means the techniques, the hidden information, and which will help you getting good score.
thank you so much.
No problem. So, Algalia, what do you think? Should I give a little bit more information to Hasim about IELTS, then go to your pronunciation? Algalia? Oh, she's gone. She may have connection issue. Welcome, Ada Kamazan, Abdul Kadir. Nasir, I have invited you quite a few times. I don't know. It could be unstable connection. I've invited you to Algalia as well.
Yes, teacher.
Oh, you're back. Okay. So Algaila was asking, should we go for the pronunciation techniques first or give him a little bit more about IELTS insights?
It's up to you, teacher.
Okay, so
This is
Hashim, have
your
you got
lesson.
any other specific questions about IELTS exam?
No, I have to study the IELTS exam, and then if I will try the IELTS exam,
Mm-hmm.
then I have a question. But now I never tried the IELTS exam because I don't have any
Question.
question about the
Okay,
IELTS exam.
so after finishing this lesson, my advice would be for you today. I'm sure you've got laptop or mobile. Search
Yeah,
free IELTS test. Then you'll see question paper how it goes. Then reading
free
question
IELTS
test.
test.
Yeah, go to
Yeah,
the Google and write it. You'll find hundreds of websites out there. So
Teacher,
thank you
I
so
have
much.
one. I think it's perfect, and as you know, it's a long experience for me. So
Which
I have one
which one? Can you please write
best.
it on the comment so that Hashem can
Yeah,
write it down? And remember, when you come to my class, please bring your pen and paper to take some notes.
Yeah.
I will send it to Hashim in direct.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
Hashim, send me a message.
Yes, send him directly. Yeah, that's fine. And also
Okay, thank you, guys.
remember Hashem, practice is the
Yeah.
magic word. If you practice, definitely you'll be doing great. Practice gives you confidence. Practice makes you motivated, and you'll feel sometime positive energy, and you can say, hey, I can answer it. Definitely I can be doing better tomorrow after 5 minutes. Think all these people who are successful, like all the footballers, cricketers, sportsmen, or actor or actress, by practicing more they have become successful. So it's the same simple but very basic law of practice. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
I
Okay,
have an
thank you so much.
advice, teacher.
Yes, Algaila, go on.
Hashim, don't register to the exam while you don't make sure about your score, you know, because now when you have online websites, you will see the results after each practice. For example, listening, if you get 6 and you want for example 7 overall, you have to do practice. So don't register until you make sure about your score in each part, because you will just waste your money. It's too much
I know
expensive.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Now
the
I have a plan to take the private teacher,
mhm,
but I'm not sure now. Maybe I will take in month
okay.
the private teacher to teach me about the IELTS exam.
Okay, remember Hashem, uh, disclaimer. In order to get good marks in IELTS exam, you need to have some other qualities. Number one, you should be a very good reader, because in
Yeah.
1 hour, as Algalia mentioned, in IELTS academic, you'll get 3 paragraphs to read, and there would be 40 questions from this paragraph. So if you read quickly, if you have good knowledge of English, you'll be able to understand what they're asking.
Yeah.
And likewise, you have to have good writing skill, because in 60 minutes you have to write 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. Okay. And if
Yeah.
when you have a private tutor, practice and give the teacher to check it and advise what was lackings, and from there you can move on to the next step.
Yeah.
And how good you are at listening? do
It's
you
good. The listening is good for me.
do you watch English movies, like British movies, American movies,
Yeah, British movies I watched a lot.
and you understand them well? Okay.
Yeah, maybe 50% in the movie, or more. I don't know, but I
Okay.
understand more in the movie.
Okay. Next week, let's do one thing, Algalia. Hashim will be here next Saturday. We're going to have a listening test. What do you think? That will be amazing, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And also in the next week, whenever I go for public live broadcast, Hashim, you can always join me. Remember, you don't have to pay anything. I can bring you as soon as you hop onto my live stream and say, hey, I'm here, then I can bring you and talk to you. This is the
Okay.
advantage of being a subscriber with me, because I try to go live stream as much as possible whenever there is chance. Okay. Any other
Okay.
questions before we jump to the uh, briefing? So another thing is that, Hashem, there is paper-based IELTS exam and computer-based. What it means, paper-based means you have to write by pencil in the writing part. But if you take
Yeah.
the computer, if you're good at typing, then you have to write your answer by typing in the computer. Then it will be saved from the computer. So are you comfortable at writing by hand or by typing? You have to
I
also.
think be typing because my hand is bad.
Okay. So when you're registering, make sure you register that you need to sit for the computer-based test, and you have to contact a local British council. And nearest British council is in Jeddah. I know that. I've been there many
Yeah.
times. Okay.
I will get the results after 3 days.
After 3 days.
If it, yeah, if it's based on computer.
All right.
It's if it's based on papers, you'll have to wait for 13 days.
Okay. That's that's good to know. Thank you for this information. You know. Okay, so Algalia has requested, and as we go through little bit quickly about some of the pronunciation techniques which is needed in IELTS exam. Oh, in IELTS exam, in speaking part, Hashim, there are four things they uh, measure and assess. Number one, your fluency. Fluency means the way you speak, the speed, without repetitive. That means without using the same word, and also
Yeah.
but without being paused or being silent. If you have asked a question, don't be silent. You have to answer it within the first 5 seconds. That you get 25% mark. You get another 25% mark by using vocabs. We call it lexical resources. It could be synonyms, it could be antonyms, it could be phrasal verbs, it could be group verbs, it could be phrases or idioms, or it could be a
A
dialect.
lot of topic. A lot of learn
The-
lessons.
okay, and the third part is grammar, using accurate grammar and different kinds of grammar structure. You get another 25% marks. And the last part is pronunciation. Accent is not a, uh, the,
Important.
no, it is the pronunciation. Because if you pronounce a word correctly, then most probably you can develop your own accent. And that it shouldn't be either British or American. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. Okay, so that is the
Yeah.
basic
Okay.
part. So let's move on to the sound part, which is phonetics. Algalia, what we discussed yesterday, do you remember that TH, voiced, unvoiced?
Of course, teacher.
Would you like
We
to give?
have yeah,
Uh-huh.
we
Give.
have a double e double o a I a e I e o u o. This is a long sounds.
Mm-hmm.
When we have these letters, we have to make it long. For example, wait, see, sound, moon.
Okay. Can you see the screen, Hashem and Algalia, once again?
Okay.
Yeah, so these are we call it double vowels, or some of them are called diphthongs as well. Diphthong means in phonetics when we combine two different kinds of vowel sounds and it make a bit deep sound. That's why it is called diphthong. Okay, and it is with
Okay.
longer sound. Uh, but as you know, there is always exception. Like, let me give you an exception, which you'll be surprised to know. You see, this word. Uh, can you pronounce this word? This is a very easy word, Hashim.
Good.
Okay. How
And
about
food. Yeah.
say again for the next one?
The second one or first one?
Both together, one by one. Good. You, you say
Good and good and food.
okay, and
No, good.
I'll
And fruit. She told you this is exception, so you have to make it short.
no, there is only one exception here, Algailia. That's why I'm trying to listen to you
Good,
now. Uh-huh. Good. And how about
good.
next one?
Food.
Yes, good
Food is
is
a long. Good is short.
yes, it is good, but this is food. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
English language is a crazy language. When you learn phonetics, you'll be more surprised that how it changes. Sometimes they follow rules and sometimes they don't. Because good is a small sound, we said good morning. We just don't say good morning. Yeah. Like if it is
Yeah.
longer, remember we have to retain the sound. That means we have to speak a little bit longer, like food, good. Look, good, food. But the shocking part is that in Scottish English, they sound same. They say good is food or food is good.
Mm. Description is the same.
Yeah, they don't differentiate these two vowel sounds. And there is a very famous television advertisement on in the UK television that hey, food is good. Actually, food is good. This is the British television
Yeah.
said, but they pronounce it food is good. They don't differentiate at all. Anyway, that's
Interesting.
their way of speaking. So
Yeah.
remember, if there is two vowel sounds together, it is always a bit longer sound. Okay, and today we are going to learn another very amazing but confusing. We always are confused. A and S sound. So what is A sound? A is the I sound. We call it A. Okay, and another
Yeah.
is A double dot. I'll give you the example so that like bit and beat.
Beat. Hit. Heat.
Very good. Hit, hate. Hashem, would you like to try?
The sound or
What? Both of
this
them.
is the word.
Both of them.
Bit and beat or not?
Yes, remember bit is shorter than bit, but
Yeah,
beat.
bit and beat.
Hate
Bit
and
and beat.
hate. Mhm.
Heat and heat.
Very good. Algalia, any other
Yeah.
words from your memory?
Uh, mm, maybe chip.
I've written
Sheep.
two more words. Kit and
Pin and pin.
say again, sorry.
Pin and pin.
Pen, a pin.
I know, no, teacher. Just I read the words you written. I told you that
Pen.
maybe ship, and
Ship.
sheep.
Oh, I see. Yes, ship, shape. Exactly. Yes. So Hasham, you can see that in sheep there is only one I, one vowel sound, but in
Yeah.
sheep there is two e together, so it becomes a bit longer. And why it is important? This is the challenging question for you. If we don't pronounce the word correctly, your listener will not be able to understand. Did you mean
Yeah.
sheep or did you mean sheep? Okay.
Yeah.
So Algaila
Sheep and
is
sheep.
sheep and sheep. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I made a mistake in writing there. Hang on a second. It is not E, it is I. I'm sorry. It's called A and E. So
Yeah,
if you,
I'm confused with that, teacher.
my apology. So it is I plus double dot. Dot means if you ever see two dots in phonetic symbol, that means this is a longer sound.
Yeah.
Always. Okay. And where
When
you
we
can
have
find it, Hasha.
double full stop.
That's right. Hashem, where you can find it, I'm going to show you because I use Cambridge Dictionary. And let me show you one. These are called phonetic symbol or phonemes. Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you so that you understand it. Can you see this? Bin.
Yeah. Yeah. Bean.
You see B-I, there is double dot and then N. Listen to the sound. British English. Bean. Bean. Bin.
Bean.
Bean. And there is a famous movie called Mr. Bean.
Yes.
Do you watch it? Comedy.
Yeah.
Bean. Okay. Do you watch Mr. Bean? Hashim or
I used to.
Sometimes.
okay. Okay. So any other question about from these words? I'll give you some words to practice at home. Algalia and Hashim. By the way, you both are now added to my subscriber chat. I'll send you there later so that you can practice at home. Priyank, I'm sorry, I don't know about PTI exam. Thanks for the questions. We are mainly focusing on here about IELTS exam. Okay, and so and E sound. Always remember and E. And why we say and E? Because of the accuracy of the pronunciation. And if you remember in IELTS, the last part of speaking part depends on your pronunciation technique, through which you'll get the 25% marks, which is
Yeah.
how much of 25% of 9, Algalia?
Maybe 75.
75, 25% marks in pronunciation. Okay, yesterday we also practice, if you remember, vowel, consonant, consonant. Okay, yard, Scotland Yard, walk, walk. Okay, voiced, unvoiced sound. All right. You see, 39 minutes gone already. Okay, let's focus on the IELTS part, Algalia, shall we?
Okay.
Hashem, any other question before we jump to the next part?
No, thank you so much.
Okay, remember to always stop me and ask me if you have got any question at all.
Okay.
So, hang on a second. I've got the wrong thing. One moment. So let's have a speaking test. Give me one quick second. So it is a very common question, Hashim.
Yeah.
And the first question they ask is an IELTS exam, task 1. What's your full name?
The full name.
Yes. What's your full name?
Hashim Muhammad Asiri.
Okay. But in IELTS exam, we always use like this. My first name is this, middle name is this, and last name or family name is this.
Yeah.
So the teacher or the examiner can understand it.
Oh, teacher, can we say my name is or my full name is blah blah blah?
Generally, that is acceptable though. But if somebody says my first name is this, my last name is this, and I've got a middle name, that will be more acceptable, and that person will get more marks than you, because that is the guidelines of IELTS.
Oh,
Okay. Remember,
Okay.
IELTS exam is not only an exam of knowing English, it's an exam of knowing the guidelines, how you should answer. Okay. And
Yeah.
this topic, I think Algalia participated yesterday. Describe a person who is often in the news and who you'd like to meet. And she spoke about was it your president or prime minister of your country?
president.
President. Okay, let's finish the third part. Then maybe I can ask the same question for Hashim. Okay, these are the questions. So, and Hashim, in the speaking part
Yeah.
2, which we call cue card, is like a small card. There would be a question, a set of question, I should say, not one question. And you'll be given 1 minute to take notes. And after that, the examiner will ask you to answer this question step by step. And then you're going to answer it. And you have to speak at least 2 minutes. Okay. So in that 2 minutes speaking, remember you have to follow grammar, you have to follow the vocabulary, you have to follow the questions, how it should be answered, as well as you have to give your best pronunciation techniques to get more marks. Okay, so after finishing this part with Algalia, I'll come back to you, Hashim. Let her answer first. Algalia.
Yes, sir.
So You
I
answer
don't
this.
like this question.
You okay. Even if you don't like it in exam, you have to answer it. You know that you can't change the question paper. Okay. I don't like it either, but what I can do? It's like a part of the question. But
Teacher, I tried many times yesterday.
yeah, but you got
Did
stuck as well because this is the challenging part. Sometimes in the part three, the task three, I mean to say, because it is a bit analytical. But if you remember, do not give any answer that is biased on politics or we call it stereotyped. That means you're giving answer because you don't like politics. No, sorry. If it happens, in that case, you have to be neutral. Okay, you have to answer
okay.
being a neutral person, which means you don't have to say you like it or you dislike it, but you still have to answer it.
Of course, we have to answer if we want to go.
Okay, let's move on.
In question three, I think
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are
read the question loudly, please, and then you answer. Remember, you will get only 20 to 30 seconds time to answer each and every question at this part.
okay. Do you think it's necessary for people to watch foreign news? Well, in my perspective, it's necessary if you are interested in different news, and if you are not stuck in your local news. If you want to know more about what happened in the world, you have to see about what's new in other countries. So I think sometimes it's necessary, depends on the person himself.
Okay, good answer. Um, the only what was objectionable was interesting. It should be if you are interested. Remember, interested is the
Okay,
adjective
for person.
for person and interesting for the non-person. Good
Yeah,
answer. Well done. Next one, please.
okay. How has social media changed how we consume news? Okay,
You understand the
what's
meaning of consume that we
yeah?
understand. It means we accept, we understand, we realize. It has got few meanings depending on the content.
What does it mean, teacher?
Hashem, are you not there? Oh, his phone has drained its battery. Consume means when you watch in any news, you understand it or realize it or you feel it. In this case, this is the meaning of consume. But also, consume has got another meaning like I'm going to consume the water. That means I'm going to drink it.
Okay, okay. Um, from my point of view, social.
Uh-oh. What's happening here today? I lost you, Al. I'm bringing you again. I lost Hashim as well and Nasser as well.
Okay,
Welcome back.
okay.
I lost you again.
Hey, teacher.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Yeah. So, from my point of view, social media has uh, teacher.
Why did you
Hey,
stop?
teacher. Do you hear me?
Yes. From your point of view, social media, then you stopped.
Teacher,
Yes. Algai,
teacher,
can you hear me? Algailia, I can hear you.
teacher.
Oh, welcome back.
Okay,
I'm
I have
sorry. there is a connection
all
issue.
in 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I told you that social media has a strong effect on people, that some people may change their opinion about old news or model of news. So they turn to see social media more than news.
Okay. And I was expecting you could add something more, though it's your answer is fine. So here, the vital point of this question is how the social media has an impact on your view. Okay, like
Yeah.
you hear the news from social media or from the maybe television and paper. Okay, and then you think that, oh, it has changed your view. Previously, you thought something about the news, say, for example, the war of Ukraine. Yeah, I'm just giving a real life example. We don't
Yeah.
know the exact reason because media has explained in a different way, and also you get another information from the social media. Now you have to think neutrally. Is that the fact? Is it what happened? It is what is happening over there, or is it like
Uh,
exaggerated? Sometimes
okay. Can you teachers say about advantages of social media and
these are,
advantages of news?
yeah, both of
Can
the, yeah, you
compare
have to
together.
compare. Yes, that is what I was going to say. Compare both of them, then you answer it from the point of view. Okay, another important thing is that in my point of view, you have used once, second time use another synonyms. What would be the second synonyms? In my point of view, is excellent, amazing. I lost you again, Algalia.
Okay.
Welcome back. So you have used in my point of view. Okay, now if you want to use the same word, what should you use? Oh, what's happening? I'm losing you every moment. Are you there, Algalia?
Oh, strong person. Call me for 5 times.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the problem? Is it problem from my side or your side?
No, 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 from my side, teacher.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, Algalia.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And I was asking, in my point of view,
Perfect.
what would be the other similar words that you can use instead of using in my point of view second time?
Uh, could you please repeat it, teacher?
You said that in my point of view, that's fine, first time when
Yeah,
you're answering. Now, if you have to use the same word again, use a synonymous word.
yeah. What
S-
could be the synonym? Do you
Yeah,
know?
that's my question. What do you like to
Okay.
use? There are a few other options like I have the reasons to believe that. It's very good expressions.
y-
I have the
Yeah.
reasons to believe that, or
Okay.
I believe that. You can say
Or I strongly believe that.
I strongly believe
Um,
that. Very good. In my
in my
op-
view, in
in
my
my view,
opinion,
in my opinion,
I
yes,
feel that.
I feel that.
I
Yes,
would say that. Uh, Also, I really feel that.
very good. Or let's try to use different
I figure
expressions.
that.
Great. Now answer the next question, please. We don't have much time. Yeah?
Okay.
9 minutes 25
Okay.
seconds.
What kind of famous people are usually in the news in your country? Uh, okay. Well, if I'm going talking about that kind of people who is famous in my country, um, we can find most of people are in arts, sciences, as well as there is many people in Snapchat as a blogger. So um, I don't know why there are in that source of items in my country, but I think they have their reason.
Hmm. Okay. They didn't
How
ask.
is it?
That's okay. But remember, they didn't ask you to give you the reason, but they have asked what kind of famous people are usually in the news?
Okay.
But you can answer it, that's fine. If you link the relation of your answer, that would be great. Remember that people is always plural. Okay,
Yeah.
so people always plural. So you can say celebrities, politicians, actors, sportsmen, uh, then charitable people who donate money. Do they come to the news in your country?
Yeah.
Okay. Make it up even if they don't come to the news. Remember, IELTS exam is nothing but creating a story of your own. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
whether it's true or not. Okay.
You can't
So
lie.
it could be 100% lie, but still you're telling a story so reliably, so logically, so that your examiner can assess your English. Remember, it's very important for you once again to create in a logical sequence, whatever you say. Well done. You did
Yes.
better than yesterday. Okay, here
I like this part.
you like this part, but the first part you didn't like it yesterday. You mean to say? Remember, in IELTS exam, the topic could be challenging, and that is the creativity where you can demonstrate your English knowledge by using grammar, vocabs, and presentation skill.
Okay, teacher, if we, for example, if we face some words that is new for me, what can we do?
You mean to say if you find a new word, then you have to
Yeah.
guess it? That is the only thing,
Yes.
because yes, what happens in this part, in part 2 and 3, you can't ask the teacher what does it mean. You know that.
Oh,
Yeah, in cue card and also the task 3, if you ask a question to a teacher, the teacher will be really disappointed, honestly. Like, I thought that you knew this word consume.
yeah.
For example, it's a new word for you, I believe. So consume means, you can guess from the sentence. Look at the sentence. How has the social media changed how we consume news? That means we understand it, or we realize it, we feel it.
Mm,
Okay, in this case. But if I
okay.
say, hey, Algalia, I consume 2 liters of water every day, that means I drink, I take. Some people consume
Okay.
alcohols, yeah, in the Western countries, they're part of their culture. Okay, that
Yeah.
means they drink alcohols. Okay,
Okay.
or you can say, hey, I consume not much makeup. Okay, that means you don't use it. But some girls consume lots of makeup to make them beautiful and attractive. Okay,
Yeah.
so remember, depending on the context, one word may have different meaning. So always look for the content and context, how it has been used and what you're trying to understand.
Of course.
Okay, we've got 8 minutes, not 8 minutes, sorry, 4 minutes, 5 seconds. Let's do it quickly, this part. Describe a change that you could improve your local area. Did you get this topic?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what does this topic mean to you?
Um, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, okay, read the topic again, please.
Describe change that could improve your local area. You should say what the change would be, how is change would be made, and what problem are causing the need for this change. Last one is
Okay,
make it
sorry,
above teacher.
hang on a second. The last part, and explain how this change could improve your local area.
Yeah,
Okay, first you need to understand what the question is talking about, asking you. Yeah.
yeah. It's about some change.
So you can say the
Change.
place where I live is a bit noisy, for example, noise pollution, or dirty environmental pollution, or you can say the area where I live, uh, it has got air pollution. Okay, like You don't feel the
Yeah.
air is very clean or pure. And the dirty, as I say, people are throwing rubbish here and there and making the roads and your locality dirty. If you understand the topic, then it will be easier for you to answer the other questions.
Yeah.
So always picture it. What could be the problem in my area? Is it the sound? Is it the water? Is it the air? Is it the too much crowded? Is it too much garbage? You choose one topic. Remember, don't bring all of them together because you'll not be able to describe all of them in one go. Only be specific about one problem.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. If you want, I can send this to you, this topic, so that you can practice at home. And next week we can do it.
I do it now, teacher.
Do it because you have got 2 minutes 24 seconds.
Okay.
Time is
I
ticking.
will not make a notes. Okay. I will just speak.
Yes, go on.
Okay. Well, there is, as we know, there is in some areas some problems in. Can I start again? Okay.
By the sorry, Al Gaili, after finishing this, I'm going to start a public live stream. You can come and practice one more time. That will be
Okay.
timeless, so we can do at least 1 to 2 hours.
Okay. Before 1 year, we doesn't have any shops in my city. We doesn't have any restaurant or anything is useful for us. But now, in this time, we have different sorts of shops that we are, we are visit it, and take what we over want. And question number 2.
Hmm. How this change could be made? You're talking about there are no shops in a locality.
Yeah.
That is what you're saying. Anyway, we have got 55 seconds. It's going to finish soon. If you're free, please do join me. I'll start my live stream after 5 minutes. I'm going to get some water and start it again. Okay.
Okay, teacher. I will find another problem.
Okay, and welcome and thanks, guys, who are watching silently, and Hashim, Naseed, and all the people. I'm going to start my public live stream after 5 minutes. So exactly 5 past 9. You can join and ask questions, everyone, and my subscribers can hop on here freely. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem, and don't worry about the mistakes. We always learn from our mistakes. This is how the learning process helps us move forward. Take
Yeah.
every mistake as a learning tool, as your motivation, and promise yourself, I've learned from this mistake. I'm not going to do it one more time. So this will give you really positive energy. Thank you.
Thank you.